This is 808 Trinity, and I'm your host, Shanaea Moore, here with RBG Jay. We are here at the God Did It party. What did God do for you in 2024?
I feel like God taught me how to rejoice in His love, and just He brought me out of some dark times,
Yeah.
and He helped me win the war in my mind because I was going through a lot of battles and not knowing how to hear Him. You feel me? So
Right.
like during this year, that's what He been taught. He been maturing me and just sculpting me in His image, molding me in His image for sure.
That's good.
Yeah.
Yeah. What does RBGJ stand for? What does that mean?
It stands for Rich by God, and I went
Okay.
into that like it just showing that you don't. It's not only financially rich, you know what I'm
Right.
saying? Be rich in his spirit, rich in his love, rich in his blood. You feel what I'm
That's
saying?
good.
So
Yeah.
that's where I got the name from, Rich
Yeah.
by God.
Prosperous.
Yeah,
Yeah.
for sure.
I mean, God is he's our father, right? He's the King of Kings and the Lord of Lords, and he owns everything. So our God is wealthy. Our daddy
Yeah,
is wealthy.
he
You know
got.
what I'm
You
saying?
feel me?
Like I'm supposed to have an
You
inheritance.
supposed to have a mansion in it.
Right,
We
a
like that.
mansion with ropays, gold.
Go.
Like,
Yeah.
yeah, we're supposed to be rich. So you
Yeah.
are rich by God because
Yeah.
you are His son.
Yeah.
So stepping into that authority, stepping into that mantle,
Mm.
that's cool. So I appreciate that. Where are you from?
I'm from Jackson, Mississippi.
Jackson,
Yeah,
Mississippi, like born
Jackson,
and
Mississippi.
raised.
Born and raised.
Okay,
Yeah.
yeah, that's
Yeah.
cool. That's cool. But have you always like, did you grow up a Christian or
I
were you
didn't
just
find
Christian
God
high school?
until I turned 18. Yeah.
Okay.
Well, no. When I started learning about God, kind of like I grew up in the hood. Like we had like a church van come pull up here and there, but the only time we went probably get food, hang out with some friends.
Mm-hmm.
I really wasn't intentional with learning about God, but I knew to pray, and that's kind of like with my testimony. I did a lot of praying, and as I started praying, He brought me closer to Him, and I started to know who He was. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
good.
And just one thing led to another. His will just started, just took over.
That's
Yeah.
good. So was it like it was just something that kind of happened over time when you really came to God, or was there like a moment where
Mm.
you decided this is like I'm
It
gonna give
was
my life to Him?
it happened over time, but it was a sudden moment when I realized I needed Him.
Mm.
I was smoking one day or whatever, and like I felt like I was laced or whatever, and then I felt like
Mm.
He was telling me if I went to sleep, I wouldn't wake up, and I just
Wow.
kept hearing that over and over again. So I didn't. I was obedient. I didn't want to. You feel what I'm saying? I was being obedient, and after that, I couldn't get high the same, and I was filled with so much anxiety
Wow.
and so much depression and all these different things, and I didn't know how to control it. So I just prayed. I just weep and
Mm.
cried, and He answered those prayers, and He told me I didn't even need to depend on it for the things that I was dependent on it for. But I feel like
Right.
He used that moment to just reel me in. Yeah.
So from that moment, did you stop smoking or
I tried to keep smoking. It just
you
didn't
tried to
work.
keep those?
It
Okay.
didn't work, bro. I'm like, bro, why is this not working?
Yeah.
So He was just like, I just gave it up, and then to I feel like I was using it as an escape.
Yeah.
Well, I was using it to party, really. Like I feel like that's all life was, just to have fun, just to have fun. And when I realized it was bigger than that, it's like I just suddenly woke up. You feel what I'm saying?
Mm.
Had this veil lifted, and I just was,
Right.
man, I don't even know how to explain the goodness of
And
His
what year
presence.
was this? Did this
This was
happen?
actually I've been saved for a year and a half.
Okay.
I'm kind of have like a year and a couple months. I got saved last year in July. So
So you just start making Christian music, or when did that
I ain't
happen?
started making Tristan music to January this year.
Wow.
Yeah,
So this is just this year. So this is
yeah,
fresh. Were you making music in the world
I
before?
was.
Yeah.
And after I got saved, well, I ain't gonna say after I got saved. After I got baptized.
Yeah.
After I got baptized, it was the first time I felt conviction about what I was doing.
Wow.
That's how I knew it was real. Like I tried to make music for the world, and I just couldn't. I was like, bro,
Mm.
how you representing the kingdom and doing this? And it just was stabbing me. So I was like,
Wow.
I gave up on music. Then I started finding other artists. And I was like, all right, I can do this. It's kind of cool. Then
What
I just
artist?
started.
What Christian artist
Um,
inspired you?
for sure 1K Few. For sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I found 1K Few and I
Church
was
house
like, you feel me?
dropout.
Jumping
Yeah.
hallelujah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, we like that. But yeah, I found him and then I just took it from there. I was like, okay, God, you giving me this back, but I'm gonna do it for you. You feel me? And I'm gonna still be me, I'm gonna still be authentic, but I'm gonna just everything I do from now, I'm gonna do it for you. That's how it went. I
That's
was just like,
good.
I got it. Let's do it.
And so that really just happened January.
Yeah.
So 2024 has been,
A crazy year.
yeah.
Yeah. His hand been all over it.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's amazing. Like that's quite the
Yeah.
testimony. I'm not gonna lie to you. So when did you get saved? It
It was
was
July last year.
wow.
Yeah, that's when I got baptized. I think I got saved. Well, when I just spoke it and believed it,
Right.
probably a year before. I mean, probably a month before I got saved. So we're gonna say July, June.
Right.
And I was like, I got to get in the church. Once I got into a church, I think I got baptized the next month. I was at the altar every week until that July came, and then it was just like conviction hit, and I just it just went on from there.
No, that's good.
Yeah.
Wow. So are there any artists that you want to work with?
Um, for sure, my boy Kajin. I
Yeah.
gotta get a song with him for
Yeah.
sure. That's
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
for
He's
sure.
cool.
Yeah.
He's cool. I thought you guys have. No, you guys don't have a song
We ain't
together.
got a song, but we just chopped it up.
Okay.
Might be on the album in February, y'all. So stay tuned.
Stay
Yeah.
tuned. No, that's exciting. Even just where we're at
Hmm.
is cool because
Yeah.
there's just a lot of artists that are really just connecting, and I feel like this was like a divine
Hmm.
just encounter.
Hmm.
Like it was just you guys were all supposed to meet, and I'm looking forward to whatever
Praise
you guys
God.
create
I didn't
together.
even know this was here today. I didn't find out this until I called him
Yeah,
this morning after church. And I was like, I get off work at 5. I'll see if I slide. And I
yeah.
just came. I just was like, all right, let's do it. I ain't even this wasn't even part of the
Wait, so
plan.
you live out here,
Yeah, I stay in I'm from Jackson, Mississippi, but
right?
I stay in Denton. Remember we talked to them?
Oh, you
Yeah.
stay in
Stay
Denton.
in
That's
Denton.
right. Shout out Denton.
You feel me?
Yeah, you got there with the TWC girls.
Oh no, no about that.
You got there with because
Yeah.
I know Denton. I went
Yeah.
to North Texas, so went to UNT. So UNT, TWC, those girls is right there.
Yeah, I know a couple people
Yeah,
at T. Whatever it's called.
TWC,
TWC, yeah.
Texas Women's
Yeah,
College. Yeah,
for sure.
yeah, yeah. That was like,
I be out the way though.
I'm side eyeing you
Chambly
right
and
now.
God get more.
That's
Yeah.
funny. I'm like, what brought you out there? Like, it had to have been.
Okay, so God really I moved out. I moved to my grandma's house at 17, right?
Uh,
In Mississippi. Moved out at 17 and I did a lot of praying. I was like, God, I don't want to be in Jackson no more. Cause it's nothing down there, nothing but trouble with the roof. Just wanted to be the first person to leave out my hood. You know what I'm saying? So did a lot of praying. God came through. I had an auntie and uncle I never met. Crazy testimony. I met them probably one time at the family reunion. Something my grandma posted on Facebook made them reach out to me.
mm,
And they reached out to me and was like, just because they remember how respectable young man I was, they reached out to me like, how you feel about college with the roof? I was like, can y'all just move me down there where y'all at? And they moved me. They stayed in
okay.
Keller, Texas. Drove my little hoop I had bought when I was like 16. Drove it all the way down here, and I started staying with them in like in two months. They kicked me out. I was tripping. They kicked me out in like 2 months, and then God just always kept a place for me to stay. I ain't never had to sleep in my car. I met friends at my job, and friends went to UNT, and it was
Mm,
just step to step, and I end up liking the community out there because it was youthful,
right,
and
right.
and I
It's
was
all
a
the
kid,
college.
yeah,
Yeah,
and I
yeah,
was a kid, so I liked the environment.
right.
So I was like, I'm gonna stay out here, and
Yeah,
it's just one thing led to another.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I was like, that's I came from that area. You know
yeah,
what I'm saying? That's all. I was like, they mean green out there. We gotta be careful. But nah, that's amazing because God might be putting you out there to be around
yeah.
the college kids and kind of do what Cliff is doing. You know what I'm saying? You might go out there and start preaching to some people
Or something,
and
whatever you got planned, I'm down.
yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I'm sure like there's so many parties and events. Like you could
Mhm.
end up performing.
Mhm.
You could end up
Yeah.
just really ministering to that age group.
Yeah.
The college kids out there. So that would be amazing. And you're about that age, right?
Yeah. I'm 21.
Yeah, you're young.
Yeah.
So yeah, so that's your people.
Yeah. That's my people.
So that's cool. And really, God's calling the youth. He's calling younger
Mhm.
people. He's calling young adults. He's calling teens. He's really just calling those people right now. Because you guys, I mean, Gen Z, and y'all don't care about. I'm gonna be honest. Like
Yeah.
y'all are like, hey, I
Whatever it
said what I
is,
said. I
it
feel
is
how I
what it
feel. I'm doing
is.
what I'm
Yeah.
doing. I don't care what nobody thinks, and that's what we need.
Yeah.
And so like y'all aren't as tainted as maybe older people in the world. Y'all are like, nah, I'm gonna go ahead and we doing this.
It's because everything's so fast, and it's our job to kind of slow it down and pace ourselves and just direct them to Christ. You know what I'm saying? But I feel like God been doing amazing with the youth though, because
Yeah,
like He been allowing us to use whatever He already gave us for Him. You know what I'm saying? Like feel like it used to be so traditional, and now we can use anything to glorify God. And you ain't got to give up your swag. You feel me? You ain't got to
right,
give up what He your trials and your tribulations and what you done how your upbringing. You ain't got to get it up, bro.
right.
You know. And I like what He been doing, and I'm just trying to push that agenda for sure.
Yeah, you've gotten success and you've gotten it quickly,
Hmm.
and especially in this past year. So
Hmm.
how have you been managing that success that's happened so fast?
I feel like I don't even. I feel like not directing the success back to God. It ain't even me that's doing this. You feel me?
Absolutely.
Just giving all appreciation, all glory back to Him, and it's man accepting what He already done said. I already know this is going to happen. He already done told me. He established the plans for my life. You know what I'm saying? So just giving it back to Him and remaining humble. I just been staying consistent. That's all I can say that I have been doing as managing the success. Just staying obedient and consistent
Yeah.
and humbling. and giving all the glory back to Him
Yeah.
for sure.
I'm so proud of what you're doing because like I said, I got saved, older.
Hmm.
So it's just like the fact that you're 21, the fact that you're young and you get to like really walk in God's purpose and
Hmm.
calling for your life early is just such a blessing. And I'm so like happy for you in your life and to be able to really move in his calling. Just continue to like stay in his word. It just I can sense that you're in his word. I can sense that you're really seeking his heart.
Yeah,
Like being a man after God's heart.
yeah,
You know
for
what I'm
sure.
saying?
I
So like
appreciate
I
it.
I just like I'm so happy. I'm so proud of what you're doing and just keep doing that.
Yeah.
Keep seeing that because as a rapper, as an artist, you're a minister. You're ministering to people.
Hmm.
You are ministering to people who are your age, people who are listening to you. And so as a minister, you have a high calling. And so that's why God has kept you in the word. And so that you make sure you know what you're saying, what you're talking
Yeah.
about. Because just because you're called to be like a pastor doesn't mean you have to do it in a way that's like stereotypical.
Hmm.
You know what I'm saying?
Hmm.
It's like you're doing something that's different. It's like the new wineskin,
Yeah.
right? And so with that new wineskin that you're in, that you're operating in, he's having you he's having you do things differently. He's having you minister in a way that's new, that's today on Instagram. Instagram wasn't
Yeah.
back then, on online and stuff like that. Rapping. People weren't really doing Christian rap
Yeah.
like that, for real, for real. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? Like Lecrae's out there,
But
but we weren't
we didn't.
really,
We didn't
really,
have.
but now
Yeah.
like what's happening, like you're really in the wave of what's really about to happen in the world, what
Hmm.
God's really doing. And so that's just so amazing. And I'm so excited for
Hmm.
you and to see where God's gonna take you. And I just encourage you to stay in the word, to stay with God, just keep your eyes on him. And all things will be added unto you for real. Are you dating? I'm guessing you're
Um.
not married. You're kind of young. If
Yeah.
you're
I'm not
married, I'll
married
be.
for sure. I'm not dating
Yeah,
yet.
yeah,
Yeah.
good.
I'm
Yeah, I was
about
about
to.
to say,
I'm
stay
waiting on the
consecrated,
waiting
stay
on the
with him,
Lord, man.
stay with him.
Yeah.
As I said, all things will be added unto you.
Yeah.
So yeah, I appreciate you. Is there anything you want to say to people that maybe are like seeking his face or want to hear him better or trying to seek their purpose?
I can't say how I'm gonna put this. But like when it comes with his peace, it's not about people seem to look for perfection. Like people seem to look for a goal like to how I'm gonna put this for peace. Okay. To find his peace, they think you gotta be in a perfect place or a perfect thing. No, his peace is within you. So as long as you agree with it, you will always be peaceful. The main goal is just finding his peace. You feel me? So that's what I got for y'all. Finding his peace and not leaning on perfection, not waiting, not thinking that you're gonna find your peace in a new car or when you get in the gym and you got his peace now. You feel me? His peace is within you. Sure.
Amen.
Yeah.
Well, thank you, RBG Jay.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. This is 808 and Trinity. Tune in next time. I appreciate this interview. It was amazing. And we'll see more of him for sure. So,
Let's do it.
It will lead you into all truth. So people got to understand we cannot reject that intimate place with God before we try to
Mhm.
be, you know what I'm saying, be relational with other
I've been
people.
working. Well, I ain't gonna say I've been struggling, but I've been working on it because I wake up, hit my brody up. AJ, let's get in the word. You ain't even get in the word by yourself first. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
I ain't even get in the word by myself, and I
mm,
be like, hold on, bro. Let me lock in. Then I hit you back out there.
that's
You know what I'm
good. I
saying?
just saw a meme that says something about people talk about God
Hmm.
more than they talk to God.
Yeah.
So they'll
Oh, that's so
fellowship with each
good.
other
It's
more
like
than they
me
fellowship with God.
bragging.
But what
Right.
I
It's like
told
me
somebody,
bragging
hold
on
on, what I
him.
told somebody though, I told somebody I feel like we each other journals, and certain people are your journal, and you can invest into other people, like write on other people and allow people to sharpen you without. And then I feel like I go back with God and be like, dang, that was true, or just like almost like a download, like everything we just went through, I went to discuss it with God. You know what I'm saying, and make sure
Mm-hmm.
everything was yeah.